Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So it looks like Julia Garner will be playing Shala Ball, aka Silver Surfer, in Marvel Studios' new Fantastic Four film. Now this comes to us from Deadline, and the headline reads, "The Fantastic Four, Julia Garner joins Marvel Studios movie as a Shala Ball version of Silver Surfer." So yeah, there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this already, obviously because Silver Surfer is typically a male character known as Norrin Rad, and before you get panties in a twist, they are not gender swapping Silver Surfer. This is a different character. This was the love interest of Norrin Rad in the comics. Her origins are basically the original love interest of Norrin Rad, who aka Silver Surfer, who he eventually sacrifices himself, becomes the Herald of Galactus in order to save her. And I haven't read the comics, so this is just based on my reading. And through some, she's been imbued with the power cosmic, basically, which is the same power that Silver Surfer has. So basically, a female version of Silver Surfer. Now, this has precedent in the comics. This happened in the comic book, so this is not a gender swap. I do not want to hear that at all, ever. This is not a gender swap. This is a different character. Now, there is an argument to be made. Should they be starting with this female version of Silver Surfer rather than with the iconic character of Silver Surfer, instead of starting with this character that not many people are familiar with? And I feel like this is obviously just going to garner, or no pun intended, this is going to garner a lot of criticism for Marvel by the wrong people who are going to have stupid arguments about it. But so it's kind of a weird decision business wise, but I suppose for the story we'll see if it makes sense. Now let's have a read of this first little excerpt from Deadline here, and this says, "With the four actors set to play the iconic members of the super team, Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four now has its sights set on who will play Silver Surfer, and it looks like they are going with one of the town's biggest rising stars. Sources tell Deadline that Emmy winner Julia Garner is set to play the iconic comic book character in Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four. Pedro Pascal will play Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm, Joseph Quinn is Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss-Bachrach is Ben Grimm, aka The Thing." So yes, Julia Garner is an actress who I think I'm not the biggest fan because I haven't seen her in that much. I mean, I saw her in a little bit of Ozark, the little bit that I watched. I didn't watch Inventing Anna, but I hear that show was pretty popular. But yeah, I haven't seen her in too much. I saw her in Martha Marcy May Marlene years ago, like a decade ago when that came out. But yeah, so I have not seen that much of her, but I know she is quite the rising star. She was supposed to play, I think she was supposed to play Madonna in an upcoming biopic. I don't know if that's still happening, but we'll see. But anyway, so yeah, it looks like the Fantastic Four film is starting to come together. They're getting their cast. They're getting ready to shoot pretty soon, I think, and so we will start to see more updates of that. I'm very excited for set photos to get our actual first looks at the character. That's going to be really interesting. But yeah, so we didn't know that that Silver Surfer was even going to be a part of this story. We know based on rumors and things that this story will surround Galactus as the big bad. It will be time spanning, and it's heavily rumored to take place in a different universe. And eventually, the Fantastic Four universe will be merged with the MCU in Secret Wars, something like that, right? Those are the rumors that are going around at the moment. But yeah, so it looks like this is going to be time spanning because Norrin Rad, he originally became Silver Surfer like a long time ago, right? And so it's I don't know how they're gonna work it. Are they gonna have the original Silver Surfer in this, Norrin Rad, or are they just gonna keep it as Shala Ball? I don't know. This seems to be a time spanning film. Another rumor that's going around is that it will be sort of two separate stories, right? So think of Little Women, the Greta Gerwig's Little Women, how one of the stories takes place a little bit in the past and the other story takes place in the future with the same characters, just looking at them in these different times, and so I can sort of picture that in my head, and I think it's good. I think she will obviously take place or take part in the past version of the Fantastic Four. I think that makes the most sense because when they're operating, I guess, in the 60s, because that's also the rumor is that they're operating in the 60s. The film is mostly set in the 60s, and so we will see what comes of that. But I think she'll most likely be part of that storyline rather than the present day one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look, this is interesting on a lot of parts. It's interesting story-wise, and it's also interesting business-wise because this just opens them up to so much criticism. It opens Marvel up to so much criticism they don't need right now. I mean, I understand it's stupid criticism, like it doesn't make sense. Like, why would anybody care that they're doing a female version of Silver Surfer, which you know, they're not replacing Silver Surfer. There's no even saying that he won't be in the film. It's just they're just adapting this character as well. You know, like I don't see the problem. And so it's just strange that Marvel would open themselves up to some criticism like this, but I don't know. Look, I'm excited for this film. I really am. I think it's going to be so interesting to see what they do with it. Matt Shakman is a great director. He directed every episode of WandaVision, which is still my favorite Marvel Disney Plus show, and it is one of my favorite things that Marvel have ever done is WandaVision, and so I trust Matt Shakman with this project. I like the casting. I thought Pedro Pascal was good. I thought Vanessa Kirby's good casting, Joseph Quinn and Iman Moss-Bachrach. I think it's good casting. You know, I think some of them could have been like a lot better. Like for instance, Joseph Quinn as the Human Torch. I'm still having trouble seeing that, but I think for the most part it's quite good casting. And look, Julia Garner, she's a very popular actress. I haven't seen her in too much, so I'm not that much of a fan. However, I have faith that she'll do good. And you know, under Max Shackman, I have faith in this film. We will see. We know that Galactus again will be a part of it. You know, that's heavily rumored. We don't know who will be playing the character yet, but we will see at some point. I'm sure it will. I'm sure all will be revealed in time. You know, there's a lot of speculation that Javier Bardem could be playing Galactus, which would be interesting. Another thing that I wanted to talk about as well is why are they choosing to do Galactus this early? Like again, more rumors that we're hearing about this film is that it will also introduce Franklin Richards and what's the daughter's name? I can't remember the Reed and Sue's daughter's name. But it will be introducing Franklin Richards, who, if you know anything about the comics, you'll know that Franklin Richards ends up becoming like one of the most powerful beings ever. Like something like that. I haven't read comics, so I don't know, but that's what I've heard. And so yeah, this seems like this film will be carrying a lot, you know, introducing the Fantastic Four, introducing their place in the MCU, you know, Silver Surfer, Galactus, and Franklin Richards. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't know how they're going to balance it. I have faith in Matt Shakman, however. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Julia Garner has been officially cast as Silver Surfer in the Fantastic Four film. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Do you agree with the choice to adapt this character first rather than adapting Norrin Rad? Let me know those thoughts down below in the comments. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It really helped me out. I really appreciate it. Also, turn on post notifications if you have not already. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.